Let's be real. Finding your soulmate isn't just about luck. It's not just about being in the right place at the right time. It's about preparation. It's about alignment. It's about becoming the person that your soulmate is also searching for. Too many people are out here frustrated, wondering why they haven't found their person yet. They go on date after date, dealing with the same toxic cycles, the same disappointments, the same confusion. But the truth is, finding your soulmate requires more than just hoping. It requires intentional action. So today, I'm giving you 7 powerful keys that will shift your perspective and position you to attract the love that is truly meant for you. Before you can attract the right love, you have to heal from the wrong ones. Too many people jump from one relationship to another thinking a new person will erase the pain of their past, but all that does is create a cycle of unhealed wounds showing up in different relationships. If you don't take the time to heal, you will continue attracting people who mirror your pain rather than your peace. Healing isn't just about forgetting what happened. It's about processing your emotions, facing your past, and truly letting go of the resentment, the disappointment, and the fears that keep you stuck. If you've been hurt before, it's natural to build walls, but those same walls that protect you from pain also block you from love. You can't expect to find a deep, meaningful connection if you're still carrying the weight of past relationships. Unhealed wounds show up in different ways. Maybe you've developed trust issues because someone betrayed you. Maybe you've built emotional distance because you were hurt by someone you gave your all to. Maybe you find yourself choosing emotionally unavailable people because deep down you're afraid of real intimacy. These patterns won't change until you address the root cause of your pain. Healing requires self-awareness, forgiveness, and intentional growth. Forgiveness is a major part of healing. Not just forgiving the people who hurt you, but forgiving yourself for the mistakes you made, for staying too long, for ignoring red flags, for giving chances to people who didn't deserve them. Holding on to guilt and regret only keeps you tied to the past. When you forgive, you release yourself from that emotional baggage and make space for something greater. Healing is also about learning to love yourself in a way you may have never been loved before. It's about recognizing your worth, setting new standards, and refusing to accept anything less than what aligns with your highest good. When you heal, you attract love from a place of wholeness, not brokenness. The kind of love that feels safe, natural, and fulfilling. The kind of love that mirrors the peace you've created within yourself. A lot of people say they want to find their soulmate, but when you ask them what that actually looks like, they struggle to give a real answer. They have a long list of surface level traits, height, career, appearance, but they haven't taken the time to define what truly matters. If you don't have clarity on what you're looking for, you'll keep settling for whatever comes your way, even if it's not right for you. Clarity isn't just about physical preferences, it's about understanding the kind of connection you desire, the values that align with yours, and the emotional experience you want in a relationship. Too many people end up in unfulfilling relationships because they never stop to ask themselves, does this person truly align with me? They get caught up in attraction, chemistry, or potential without considering if this is someone who complements their purpose and lifestyle. One of the biggest mistakes people make is creating a list based on what sounds good rather than what actually fulfills them. They chase after an image of love instead of the substance of it. Maybe you think you want someone with a certain career, but have you considered if their lifestyle aligns with yours? Maybe you think you want someone extroverted and social, but does that actually fit your personality and energy? Clarity isn't just about writing down a list. It's about deeply understanding yourself and what will bring you long-term happiness. Another part of clarity is knowing what kind of love you are emotionally prepared for. Some people think they want a soulmate, but deep down, they're still holding on to fears of commitment, vulnerability, or being truly seen. If you desire a deep and meaningful connection, you have to make sure you are in a space where you can receive it. Self-reflection is key. When you get clear on what you truly want, you stop wasting time on people who don't align with your vision for love. You stop entertaining situations that drain you. You stop trying to force connections that were never meant to be. Clarity allows you to recognize the right person when they show up because you're no longer distracted by what doesn't. A lot of people have high expectations for the kind of partner they want, but rarely stop to ask themselves if they embody those same qualities. It's easy to say you want someone who is honest, emotionally mature, and loyal, but are you truly reflecting those traits in your own life? The energy you put out is the energy you attract. And if you want to align with the high quality soulmate, you have to make sure you're showing up as the best version of yourself. Becoming the partner you want to attract starts with self-awareness. It requires taking an honest look at your patterns, behaviors, and emotional habits. If you want a relationship built on trust, are you someone who communicates openly and honestly? If you desire deep emotional connection, do you allow yourself to be vulnerable or do you shut down when things get real? If you want someone who is stable and secure, are you bringing that same energy into your own life? Love isn't just about what someone else can offer you, it's about the energy you co create in the relationship. Another key aspect is emotional maturity. Many people want a partner who is patient, understanding, and emotionally available, but they themselves struggle with communication, self control, or healing from past wounds. If you haven't taken the time to work through your triggers, insecurities, or fears, those things will show up in your relationship. Emotional maturity means taking responsibility for your own happiness rather than expecting a partner to fill a void. It means learning to handle conflict with grace, to listen with empathy, and to approach love with an open heart rather than one guarded by past pain. Growth is an ongoing process and no one is perfect. But if you want to attract a soulmate connection, you have to be intentional about your own evolution. This means setting personal goals, working on your mindset, and continuously striving to be a better version of yourself. It also means having strong self-worth, knowing what you bring to the table and never settling for less than what you deserve. When you embody the qualities you seek in a partner, you naturally attract someone who aligns with your energy. Love isn't about luck or chance. It's about preparation, alignment, and becoming a magnet for the kind of love you truly desire. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to find their soulmate is because they keep entertaining the wrong people. They hold on to relationships that drain them, give time and energy to people who don't value them, and stay stuck in situations that were never meant for them. When you continue to entertain what isn't right, you block what is. You cannot expect to receive real love if your space is filled with distractions, confusion, and half-hearted connections. Letting go of the wrong people isn't always easy, especially when there's history, attraction, or comfort involved. But just because you have a connection with someone doesn't mean they're meant to stay in your life. Sometimes that connection is just a lesson, a stepping stone toward what you truly deserve. Holding on to people out of fear, loneliness, or wishful thinking will only keep you stuck in cycles that lead nowhere. You have to be willing to release what no longer serves you in order to make space for something greater. A lot of people waste time trying to fix relationships that were broken from the start. They make excuses for people's inconsistency, overlook red flags, and convince themselves that things will change. But the truth is, if someone is not showing up for you the way you deserve, they are not your person. Love should not be filled with confusion, uncertainty, or constant disappointment. When the right person comes along, you won't have to question their intentions or force things to work. Part of making space for the right love is setting boundaries. You have to stop giving access to people who don't deserve it. You have to stop settling for relationships that drain your energy and lower your standards. When you raise your standards, the wrong people will naturally fall away and the right ones will step forward. Detaching from the wrong relationships requires self-respect and trust. You have to trust that when you walk away from what isn't meant for you, something better is on the way. It may feel uncomfortable at first, But the moment you stop settling, you start attracting, you start radiating a different energy, one that calls in the kind of love that aligns with your highest self. Love is not about tolerating less than you deserve. It's about creating space for the person who will love you fully, deeply, and without hesitation. A lot of people feel like time is running out when it comes to love. They look at their age, their relationship history, or the people around them settling down and they start to panic. That panic leads them to rush into relationships that aren't meant for them, forcing connections out of fear rather than letting love happen naturally. But the truth is, real love doesn't work on your timeline. It works on divine timing. When you try to control the process, you end up settling for less than what's truly meant for you. Trusting divine timing means understanding that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. You are not behind and you are not missing out. The right person is out there, but they will come into your life when both of you are truly ready. Sometimes the delay isn't about punishment, it's about preparation. You might think you're ready for love, but if you still have healing to do, lessons to learn, or growth to experience, rushing into a relationship will only lead to unnecessary heartache. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to force relationships that are not in alignment. They hold on to situations that aren't working, thinking they can change the person or make things fit. But when something is truly meant for you, it flows naturally. You don't have to beg for love, chase after attention, or convince someone to see your worth. The right connection will feel effortless because it was always meant to be. Fear of being alone often pushes people into relationships that don't truly fulfill them. But being alone for a season is not a bad thing. It's an opportunity. It's a time to focus on yourself, to build the life you love, and to become the best version of yourself. When you embrace this season instead of resisting it, you create an energy that attracts the right love at the right time. Letting go of timelines and trusting the process requires patience and faith. It requires believing that what's meant for you will never pass you by. You don't have to settle. You don't have to force anything. You simply have to trust that when the time is right, love will show up in a way that is undeniable, in exactly what your heart has been waiting for. You can't expect to find your soulmate if you keep yourself in environments that don't align with the kind of love you're looking for. Too many people sit back waiting for love to magically appear, but they're not being intentional about where they spend their time and who they surround themselves with. Your soulmate isn't just going to knock on your door while you're watching TV. You have to put yourself in spaces where you can actually meet someone who matches your values, lifestyle, and vision for love. The first step is assessing where you currently spend your time. Are you constantly in places that attract the wrong kind of people? Are you meeting potential partners in environments that don't reflect the type of relationship you truly want? If you keep running into the same issues with dating, it may be time to shift where you're looking. You can't expect to meet a mature, emotionally available partner if you're only entertaining situations that lack depth or commitment. Expanding your circle is key. Try new experiences, engage in activities that align with your interests, and be open to meeting people in different ways. If you want someone who shares your values, go to places where those values are expressed. Whether it's a networking event, a hobby you're passionate about, or a community that aligns with your mindset. When you position yourself in the right environments, you increase the chances of crossing paths with someone who truly complements you. Being intentional also means shifting your energy. If you walk into spaces with a closed off mindset, you might miss opportunities for real connections. Confidence, warmth, and openness attract the right kind of attention. People can sense when someone is genuinely happy within themselves, and that energy draws in meaningful relationships. Be present, engage with others, and allow conversations to flow naturally. Online dating can also be a tool when used with intention. Instead of mindlessly swiping or entertaining surface level conversations, Be clear about what you're looking for. Set boundaries for how you engage, and don't waste time on people who don't align with your vision. Your soulmate could be anywhere, but the key is making sure you're actively putting yourself in spaces where real connections can happen. Love doesn't always come in the way you expect it, but when you're intentional about where you invest your time and energy, you create the opportunity for something truly meaningful to enter your life. One of the biggest mistakes people make when looking for love is relying only on their emotions while ignoring their intuition. Feelings can be intense, exciting, and sometimes even overwhelming, but they can also be misleading. Chemistry alone is not confirmation that someone is your soulmate. Attraction can pull you toward the wrong person just as easily as it can lead you to the right one. That's why it's so important to listen to your spirit, not just your emotions when it comes to love. Your spirit knows when something is off, even if your heart is telling you otherwise. Have you ever been in a situation where everything seemed perfect on the surface, but deep down you felt uneasy? That feeling isn't something to ignore. It's your intuition trying to protect you. A real soulmate connection will bring peace, not confusion. It won't leave you questioning where you stand, wondering if they truly care, or making excuses for their inconsistent behavior. A strong emotional connection should also come with alignment. Does this person truly complement your values, your purpose, and your vision for life? Or are you getting caught up in temporary excitement while ignoring long-term compatibility? Love is not just about how someone makes you feel in the moment. It's about how they align with you on a deeper level. A soulmate is not just someone who excites you. They are someone who brings stability, growth, and purpose into your life. Ignoring your intuition often leads to painful lessons. Many times, people look back on failed relationships and realize they saw the red flags from the beginning but chose to overlook them. They prioritize their emotions over their inner knowing, hoping things would change or get better. But the truth is, when something is right for you, it doesn't require you to ignore your gut instincts. It doesn't require you to shrink yourself, suppress your needs, or tolerate behaviors that don't align with your worth. To truly recognize your soulmate, you have to develop the ability to discern between emotional excitement and genuine spiritual alignment. This means taking a step back, reflecting on how this person makes you feel beyond just the good moments, and trusting yourself enough to walk away when something doesn't feel right. Real love isn't just about passion, it's about peace. It's about feeling safe, seen, and supported. When you listen to your spirit instead of just your emotions, you won't have to question whether someone is meant for you. You just know. Finding your soulmate isn't about luck. It's about alignment. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, setting clear intentions, and trusting the process. The love you desire is real. The connection you crave is possible, but it starts with you. When you align your heart, your mind, and your actions with the love you want to receive, the right person will come into your life, and they won't just be any person. They'll be your soulmate.